Good evening, good evening, good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do, the usual disclaimers, which we'll try to be quick because I am exhausted and I am this short of incoherent babble. In the description box, folks, if you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, in there you're going to find all the pertinent links, including the article written by NeuroClastic, a nonprofit by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Center didn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic has refused. Please read the article. Share it on all your social media. Also in there is NeuroClastic's statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case JRC sees through with their threat. Trigger warning 1. When we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center or Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please utilize your headphones. Trigger warning 2. This channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is advised. So, where we left off last night. Furthermore, although the commenter may disagree with how the FDA weighed the evidence, the FDA did not dismiss clinical data from the manufacturers. No, as a matter of fact, we had to be nauseated by it for all of freaking 2 goddamn years. All right. They did not, more's to pity, cast away the JRC's data. They did not give it the same weight as the data being presented by professionals of his same ilk and higher, because that is consensus across the entirety of the medical model. Right? Jesus. You're going to efficiently give data more credence when it's coming from unbiased research institutes, field programs, you name it. You know what I'm saying, right? You're more likely to believe someone that has the weight of evidence behind them than not. The science, the majority of the medical model as we all know it, they have determined that this type of treatment is unnecessary. They have the data to back it up. They are the majority in the damn field. For the love of God, even the ablest dinosaurs are on our damn side. Right? As explained elsewhere, we believe in available data and information, including the manufacturer JRC, under report AEs. Noting such omissions or weaknesses in the data and information is not to dismiss it, but rather to explain why it does not necessarily show what the commenter argues, much less show as much conclusively. It was a clusterfuck of a study, folks. It was a complete train wreck. Like, yeah, there's studies. I have thoughts. But let's move on, shall we? Likewise, as explained in 34, 38, and 39, we found that because the multitude of flaws and weaknesses the data information by the JRC did not establish their durable effectiveness. Because it can't, folks. It is too small of a pool of human beings. That's just for starters. Nor is the JRC coming in completely unbiased when they put forward this data. This is their bread and butter. This is how they make a living. This is how they grift off of every single taxpayer in the state of Massachusetts. All right. You see where I'm going here. Sorry, folks, I'm slightly brain dead. The fact of the matter is, JRC data cannot be replicated because everyone that has been asked has declared it is far too unethical in order to conduct such a study. Can we now stop with the circular thinking? Because I am tired. Let's finish up, shall we? For instance, the data do not represent study data, but rather only resident records. The data and information fail to adequately detail behaviors prior to the ESD use because no full functional behavior assessment has been done. This is ground zero for any form of treatment that has even a shred of hope of working. All right. If you do not do that assessment, you're playing Russian roulette with a loaded weapon. Just saying. Important aspects of the device application and data collection, and the data failed to account for the effects from concurrent treatments. We disagree that we did not consider this data, and upon consideration, find the data do not demonstrate the effectiveness of ESDs for SIB or AB, which any sane person that has gone through all the things we have on this channel would know right off the bat. But we're going to close on that, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. Folks, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe. Don't forget to use the comments. I appreciate your time tonight. As always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see you in a few minutes.